This is day 2. Day 1 I had a couple of low 50s. This is 49. First take of day 2. Look at that, that's a nice buff. Weather's changed a little bit, dead calm. Went out a bit further, we're about 100 yards out, over a bucket of range cubes and the old bit of main line and the CCH method mix. First take, and it's early. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning, so that's an early take for the old buffs. So things are looking good for a little bit later and for the next biggie to come along.
It's too windy to get out in the channel, so we're struggling a bit, but here we go. We can do what we can do. 40 pound, 8 ounce. Day 7, and this is the first take. It's still windy, we can't get where we got to go, but we're trying just for half a day today, so this weather goes. But this is just like, it's probably about 19, ain't weighing 19 pounds, something like that. Smallest one we've had so far. The full buff video, so show you exactly how many buffs and all the size we have. Look at that. Every buff is a good buff. Let's get some more of these. It's a low 20, 21, 22, something like that. That's about the average common you get here. Our long don't normally do some big ones, so we'll show you a few of the commons just to break up the buffs.
It's the 8th one today, so it's my record breaking buff day on here, but unfortunately all small. But old Jammy up there, he's banged another, looks like another 60 out, so let's try and get at least a 40 out here. A wild 30. Look how long that was the best battle I've ever had in Texas, I think, for the size of what I've actually got. Look at that this thing, look at the tail on it. Jesus, it's like a barbel. That just absolutely melted. Must have took 60 yards straight off the spool. Under pressure, 85 pound braid, couldn't stop it, absolutely gone. But look at it, just a long fight machine. They fight so hard in here.
Pound buff, dead on 40. Look at that. First take, we've been here maybe 3/4 of an hour, maybe an hour. It's a little bit slower than yesterday morning, but if these pop out every hour or so, I think we can handle it. That 40 pound on the nose.
Was it 51, wasn't it? 51 pound. First take out of 6 days. Well overdue, but if you're gonna get one, let's get a 50. Look at that. Woohoo! Doing the same thing, fishing 100 yards on some heavy soaked mainline bait. Look at that. 45, 49. We've had a 44, 35, and a 33 today. That's the fish you just see get unhooked. 47 pound. Not too bad. Second fish today. Look at that. On the IV. Tiger nut soaked. Look at that. That took a chunk out of my arms, didn't fish last night, a bit tired, reeled in, just chucked out about an hour ago. First bite on day 3, been very, very, very slow on the buffs. I've had about 22 carp to 28 pound, and this is my second buff. Didn't weigh it, it's not that big, I don't know, it might be a scrape of 30, something like that. This weight and above, unreal. So this is there's 23 buffs now we've had, 23 buffs and 19 over 40 with one at 60. You can see their mouths, they're black. See how they're really grubbing up in the old red soil here in Texas. They're really on it, right on the old bait. Well, straight after the 45, this one's 28, it's a mal. So we're in amongst the shoaled up buffs that are moving around out there. We've got a little friend behind me here, as you can see, that the old Mr. Swan keeps coming to see us. There you go, £28. It's £41.10. £41.10. Not too bad on the fruit teller, mainline, essence, Pro Plus, smell, soaked in tiger nuts. Look at that. Nice. Get on the buffs in the morning. This is the last morning. I'm going to pack up in about 2 hours from this beautiful lake. What a end. This one's a scraper 30. It's about £30.2, just bouncing. Look at that. That's not bad. And I've got a take on the other rod. It's just dropped back. I'll have to check that out. Look at that. Yeah, it's about 6 in the morning. Still on the old tigers. Happy days. Got the buff out of the garden. £45 on the nose. Look at that, still morning. It went quiet for about 10 minutes. And there we go. Mid 40. Look at that. Oh, I'm pleased with that. New swim. Never been buff fished ever this stretch. And I think there's been 3 buffs out of this section now we've had. This is the biggest so far. 45. Well, we didn't weigh it. Don't know, it's an upper 20 grassy. Look at that. Gone quiet for about an hour and a half. And then comes the grass. As usual. Well, there we go, just fishing just behind me where the bushes are, to my right here. Just stuck a bait down there and had an 18 common, and I've had this one straight away after. It's probably about 19, something like that. It's only small, but it's beautiful condition one. And they're literally 15 foot off the trees behind me. Just stuck a single bait down there. They seem to be jumping straight on it. So the little buggers are climbing close in. And it's about 11.5 feet deep, close in here. So not like Emma, it's really shallow close, but yeah, the fish get close here. There we go. £50, 8 ounce. Look, it's going to be quite hard, but see ya. Look how wide she is. Look how wide she is on the belly. She's unreal. Look at that. There, boys. £50, 8. That's for 14 over £50 in just over a week and a half from this bank. Look at that. Happy days. Oh, just time. Good timing. This is what we're after today, get the buffs. At 33, first one of the sesh. Thought he was doing me on the biggest fish of the day, and I said it won't be there for long. And look at that, 49. £49 buff, 100 yards in the deep channel. Buffalo. That's what we drove 30 hours for to get amongst that. 40. So I've had a 65, a 49, a 45, 44, 35, 33. I mean, that's just horrendous. At the end of the day, we're probably going to wrap up in probably half hour. This is mid-20, but look how black it is. It's an unusual, very dark fish. Never had one this dark before, so I'll stick it on video, show you what it's like. But mid-20, after the 65 and the 40 buff. All under £20, loads of them. Threw them back, new little blue catfish, and that little
19 pound buff we had earlier. This one's like, didn't weigh it, it's about 33 pounds, something like that.